Hey guys, we have been almost all time talking about independent countries, but today we are gonna say countries that want independence or have been elections or some or these categories. Three categories in this video: independence movements, election have been independent for a while. So here are some countries, not Amazonas included. That was just an kind of example. Firstly, we have Quebec. It's from the second category, and it has elected since Canada's independence. One century later it voted. Not exactly. So again at North America we have Texas. Okay, Texas doesn't have an election, but it have been independent for a while. For those who don't know. Then we have Azawad. It has an independence movement, and it is the civil war of. It has been in the civil war of Mali. South Brazil also has some movements. I'm not sure about it, but still I think. Then there's Catalonia. This is the most well known in this list, so we are gonna say the reason why Spain doesn't give independence to it is because it's a rich region of Spain. Then we have Brittany. If you see the name, then you know why, because it wasn't part of the UK once. Then we have Bavaria. This is more American culture, because America has parted this part of Germany has been the part of America after World War II, but they reunified later. Then we have Chechnya. This is for a lot of reason, because Chechnya is Islamic, but Russia is Christian. Or sometimes you will also find on Google that it sometimes has no religionists. So now Hijak. It has been independent for a while, and if you have seen the Empire's video, you know that Saudi Arabia isn't the old caliphate. The South took up the whole country. East Yemen. History of Yemen is a lot terrorist now, you might think, but once it was a lot of peace when East Yemen unified with the West Yemen. Its capital is Aden instead of Sana'a. So it wants independence because of that. And also, it is the main terror reason. For those who don't know Syria and Iraq's civil war, you might, if you know that they have, then you might think of Kurdistan and northern Syria. They want independence, and also Al Qaeda, but it is not an country, it's a terror organization, so it's not counted. It doesn't have the exact map though. I just see there some of maps, so just I don't know, because I don't know all the updates of the Syrian civil war. So here's also Tibet. Tibet is non-religionist or Hindu, I am not sure, but its capital is Lhasa. it has been independent for a while, but it still wants independence now. So both of these combined, 1 and 3. Same goes no, not same goes for Turkestan, because it didn't have been independent for a while, but independence movements are there. Oh, and you must have seen its flag. Its flag shows a blue flag, a blue full flag plus an Islamic symbol. So now you know that it was an Islamic country. There is also Assam. Remember do you know the history of Buddhists? Yeah, Assam is a Buddhist part of India, but India is Hindu. So it makes a lot of sense that it has to be independent. Assam's capital is, I don't know, because I am not a citizen of Assam, but it's right over my head of our country. Let's go further east into Hong Kong. Oh, it's too much east. No, at Macau. Macau is a small city that is colonized by the Portuguese. So it also makes sense that it was a part of Portugal, but the whole China is not the part of Portugal. It is parts of different various European countries, but not completely. Same for Hong Kong. Just the Portuguese title goes to UK now. Hong Kong, when passed away, the British Empire fell because it was then only controlling these parts and this. What? Nothing else. Hong Kong's flag is really, I couldn't even draw that easily because it has some kind of, it was Macau flag, like this red and then inside some white thing, I don't know what is it. Then Manchuria. Ever heard of Manchuria? Because it's from the northern China. It's not exactly at Beijing, but it is in this part. I don't know the capital again, but I know its name has changed from it is a Japanese name for Manchuria, and during World War II they made it a puppet government and its name was Manchukuo. Next we have Sarawak. It's a part of Malaysia nowadays, but it is, can you see that it is different parts? It isn't connected. Yes, it is another part of the British Empire. It was another part of the British Empire, but it was separated to Malaysia before. But now it is a part of Malaysia. It is at the third list. Sarawak is old and it does have a flag, but I don't know the flag. I didn't have details about it. And Manokwari is an part of Indonesia. It's also a lot big. Could you see? So it must be another independent. It must have independence. Yes. It didn't have any independence movements, but it is still a lot interesting. Look how it is east of another country. But Indonesia didn't have a border with Papua New Guinea. Okay, this is the most likely that it will get independence on December of 2019. It was about to, but I am not sure that it has gotten independence or not. It is elected, and most people suggested that it should be independence. It either should join the Solomon Islands, a southern country, or will stay independent by its own. It's a lot interesting, but we are not sure. But it hasn't gained independence. I don't know why, but it's in last of our list. It's the second last, I mean. Yeah, it is Azawad. During the Mali civil wars, it is getting independence. That is the problem of it. It is still not independence. Now Bavaria. Bavaria is a country that has two flags. It's not country yet. It is not independence. It doesn't have also any independence movements. But it has been independent for a while. During the Frankish Empire, the first duchy of Bavaria happened. And the last one is the Scotland. Scotland wants independence because England and Wales have left the EU. But Scotland and Northern Ireland don't want and still want to stay in the EU. So it causes an entire problem that must cause independence movements. And I will make a part 2 of this. And so bye bye guys.